Hey, welcome back to another episode of From Pen to Page. Today, we're going to talk about something that we haven't really covered yet on this channel, and that is, what do you do after you've written your book? How do you actually sell it? And that's what we're going to talk about next, so please stay tuned. Okay, so you have written your first draft. You have edited it until you wanted to shoot yourself, right? You've done everything you can. You've gotten beta readers. You've polished it to perfection. And then maybe even you went and you got a beautiful cover designed and you got a layout and you've posted it to Amazon, you've posted it to Ingram Spark, you've put it out there, and what happens next? Nothing. Nothing happens because you have to market your book. And this is a subject that it's so integral to what it means to be a writer, be an author these days, but it's so alien to many of us as well, because I don't know about you, but I hate promoting my books. Not because I don't feel like they're not good. I think they're pretty decent. It's just that I'm kind of an introvert. And so I don't necessarily like to talk up myself. And I had a very hard time for a while getting my head around, like, how do you self-promote when you're self-publishing? And how do you do it in a way that feels authentic? Basically, I think it comes down to this, that when, as an author, when you're thinking about how to get that book into readers' hands, you have to partition off a part of your brain, and that's the promotional side, right? That is the inner P.T. Barnum, okay? The man that created Barnum and Bailey Circus. That part of you can live outside of the artistic side of you, right? It's the part of you that needs to do the business side and needs to be focused on the business side. And, you know, even if you're traditionally published, publishers today will still expect you to self-promote and to market it, because publishers today, the big five publishers, really don't have huge budgets to throw at new authors. Even if you're traditionally published, you're not going to have a huge bunch, a team following you around and a publicist and all this stuff following you around getting your book out there. A lot of that is still going to fall to you. So let's talk about it. And let's talk about specifically the way that you might think about promoting your book budget-wise, how you might promote your book. And I've made this little graph right here, okay, to kind of give you an idea of how I think about it. Generally, what I do is I think that book sales are based 50% on reviews, especially on Amazon. People will buy books when they see a lot of reviews for them. So 50% of your marketing of your book needs to be towards book reviews. Obviously, friends and family are going to buy your book and review it. But what you really need to do is look at ARC readers, which are advanced reader copies. These are free editions of usually your digital book that you will send out to people, and they will read it and they will agree to leave some kind of review. Now, Amazon wisely said that, it's breaking the terms of service if you pay for a positive review, and you wouldn't want that anyways. So you can't pay for a positive review, but you can pay for a review. It's kind of a gray area, but it's basically the truth, right? There's a lot of services that will get you reviews. Now, they may be good, they may be bad. That's based on your writing, but that's the truth of it. 25% of your focus needs to go towards organic marketing. And what I mean by that is how you self-promote on your social media channels. So Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter. Personally, I'm not a big fan of social media. I don't feel like the world needs to know what I'm thinking every second of the day. And I find it kind of invasive. But on the other hand, it's how the reading world and the writing world connect today. And so it's kind of a necessary evil. That's the way I see it. So, having a couple of outlets. You don't need to obviously post to every single social media platform, but pick 2 or 3 that you're comfortable using and start getting accustomed to posting there. You know, whether you're connecting with other authors or connecting with readers or creating little promotional blurbs or links to your Amazon listing for your book, whatever it is, like, you can post there, and that's kind of an organic way to do it. Obviously, you know, telling your friends, family, and fans, the 3 F's, friends, family, fans, about your book or your upcoming book is another great way to make sales, right? Now, if you're just starting, you may not have a lot of fans. So that's another thing, is growing that mailing list of people. And how do you grow that mailing list? Well, you send out, go back to the other side of the pie chart here. You send out those advanced reader copies. Okay. That's one way to really do it. Send out advanced reader copies. People that really enjoy your book will typically want to sign up to your mailing list. So those two kind of are connected. Beyond the organic, then you have paid promotions. And paid promotions are basically, you know, services that can put up, you know, Amazon ads, which are very expensive, Facebook ads. They can do blog tours where you work with a company or a service that will set you up to post blogs on bloggers that have a very big following. And a lot of times those blog tours can include maybe a small excerpt from your book. They can include an interview, like a written interview where you fill in answers to questions. They can include an actual guest post where you're writing on something, right? And there's a lot of those services where you don't even have to find the blogs yourself. They will collect a large group of bloggers for you, and then you will send them the answered questions or the excerpt or whatever it is. A lot of times blog tours can include giveaways where you're kind of footing the bill on maybe an Amazon gift card or some free copies of your books or whatever. So paid for services are good too. All of those in combination with each other are kind of just the way I look at promoting my book. If you have a better strategy, I'd love to hear it, because I think as an author, we all have to grow in our business knowledge, not just in our, literary skills. The question is, so what is the service that I use that I probably wouldn't use again? And I'm going to say right now, Instagram. Now, I know a lot of you might be thinking, wait a minute, I promote on Instagram, or I see these services that promote on Instagram and they have some success, or I have an Instagram channel and I'm getting a lot of success. That's great. What I'm saying is that there are a lot of pay for services. So that 1/4 pie chart thing, there's a lot of pay for services that tout, oh, look, I've got millions of followers and I will promote your book and you'll get all these likes and yada, yada, yada. Well, I tried one of those. I tried one that had like over 3 million followers. And I think I paid like $40 and had them promote my book for a day. And what I got was basically a low res posting of my book cover. And a bunch, like I got like 15,000 likes to the post. And I think maybe 25, 30 people started following me on Instagram because of it. But what I found was that as I was going through their Instagram site and looking at all their book promotions, all of them had almost the same exact number of followers or likes. Like my book got 15,000 likes. The next book got 15,000 likes. Literally every single book that they were posting was like 15,000, 15,000, 15,000. I thought, that's a little odd. And then I started looking at the comments, and they were all like random things. They were like one words, like awesome, love this, awesome, love this. I mean, and some of them didn't even say anything. A lot of them actually. What this one service I used did is incorporate bots, fake accounts, to like the paid promotioned books that authors like me paid them for, right? So these fake likes didn't translate at all into sales. They didn't translate into names for my email list. They didn't translate into reviews on Goodreads or Amazon. They didn't translate at all. There was no ROI there or return on investment. There really wasn't. Like I said, I got 30, 40 more followers on Instagram, which slowly died off again, after about a week and a half. So to me, Instagram is one of those services where it's like, if you see a service on Instagram that touts, oh, you'll get all these followers liking it if you pay us X number of dollars. I don't know. I'm not saying that it's a totally terrible platform for promoting your book. I think organically promoting your book on Instagram is a good thing. And I think getting real reviews and comments is a great thing. But whenever you go solely to Instagram and are looking for just promotion just on Instagram, I'd be very wary of it and really do what I didn't, which was look at the reviews, look at the comments, look at some of the people following these channels that have 2 million followers. Like, really study them. Are real people commenting, or does it look like they're all bots? So that's just me. Okay, that's just my experience. Obviously, I haven't been in the self-publishing game for very long. So some of you may have a different experience. And if you do, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know, if you do use Instagram paid promotions, what service do you use and what were the results? Did you see an ROI, a return on investment for the money that you paid? I'd love to know. Anyways, I hope this little, my little experience here, this video helped you in determining where to spend your marketing dollars. I'm still learning. I know you're still learning. We're all learning. So, stay tuned. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.